So can one importer or one distributor in China cover the whole market? It's a really good question. And I think we need to think about what we mean by cover the market. So if you list on an e-commerce platform, for example, essentially you've got the market covered in the sense that someone can go and buy your product. If you mean in a bricks and mortar sense, then we need to think about how much, how intense we think about distribution when we say cover. So if you're expecting to be in every, first, second, third, and fourth tier city, and every town and every village, I think that's going to be unrealistic, and you're going to need not just 5 or 10 or 20, but hundreds of partners to do that in China. And that can come with its own problem. So unless you're a brand like Coca-Cola, I think that's going to be an unrealistic expectation. A realistic expectation might be to appear in multiple retailers down to the level of, let's say, third and fourth tier cities, which means if you were to go to China and you were to pick a random province and go to the fifth or sixth largest city in that province, you'd be able to go into multiple places and find your brand. And there are importers in China and distributors in China, single distributors that can cover the entire market to that level. And how they do that is by essentially they'd import the product, and about 20-30% of the product they sell to the big multiples, the large multiples like Walmart, Carrefour, RT Mart, top chain convenience stores. And then another 70% of the product they will sell to regional distributors that would then sell in those areas. Obviously, this can take some time. It takes investment in terms of marketing, listing fees, and things like that. And it takes some persuasion and very good business work to be able to have these top importers work with you. You need to present them a business case of why your product can make them money and why it's going to sell in the market. And that's really the hardest piece. But in terms of the question, can one importer cover all of China? If we mean to a reasonable level, then yes, certainly they can.